This is Jeff in Zone, bringing you guys the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Texas Rangers. If you want to hear enthusiastic, informative, and accurate recap on the game, follow me on YouTube and Twitter on today's game. So, today the Toronto Blue Jays were in Texas, Arlington, and they won. The score was 6-2 final. Let's get into the scoring and what happened. Obviously, you had Steven Matz against Mike Foltynewicz on the mound for the Houston, Texas Rangers. Obviously, they're in Arlington. So, let's see how this started. You had Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the top of the first. Singles on a line drive ball to the right field. Joey Gallo is the outfield. Kevin Biggio scores and Bo Bichette to third. Woo! Here we go. The top of the second. Marcus Semien homers on a fly ball to left field. And Randall Grichuk scores. It's 3-0 Blue Jays. And followed by that in the same inning, the top of the second, Kevin Biggio homers on a fly ball to right field, and that's gone. The Jays are up 4-0. Alright, brother Nate Lowe singles on a ground ball to center field. Jonathan Davis gets it. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa scores. Joey Gallo to third. That was in the top half. Obviously, the Blue Jays didn't do anything. That was in the bottom half because they're the home team. Then, the top of the sixth, Randall Grichuk singles on a sharp ground ball, and it's 5-1 Blue Jays. To the center fielder, Eli White, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. scores, and Rowdy Tellez to second. Now, the top of the seventh, Teoscar Hernandez reaches on a fielding error by the third baseman, Charlie Culverson, former Atlanta Braves. Kevin Biggio scores, and Bo Bichette to second. Woo! And then the bottom of the ninth, Brock Holt, former Boston Red Sox, doubles on a fly ball to right field. Randall Grichuk and Nick Solat scores. Then the top of the ninth, Jonathan Davis is called out on strike 3. Marcus Semien grounds out, and Kevin Biggio got hit by a pitch. There was a few hit by pitches today by the Texas Rangers, guys. They were hitting us, and was it ever hot down there? Jam-packed stadium. Crazy. Good to see baseball back. Then Bo Bichette grounds out sharply to the second baseman, to Nick Solat to the first baseman and Nate Lowe, and that's 3 outs. Bottom of the ninth, we had a pitching change. Rafael Dolis replaces Tim Meza. Nick Solak is hit by the pitch. Nate Lowe strikes out on a foul tip. That's 1 out. Jose Trevino, the catcher, strikes out swinging, and that's 2 outs. Defensive indiff. Nick advances to second base on a defensive interference. Mound visit 2. Game advisory. Then Brock Holt doubles on a ball. Double. Fly ball to right field to Randall Grichuk and Nick Solat scores. Defense indiff. Also, the offensive substitution, you had a pinch hitter. Lodi Tavares replaces Eli White. Game advisory. Mound visit 2 outs. Defensive indiff. Brock Holt advances to the third on the defensive interference. That's a stolen base. And Lottery Tavares strikes out. And that's 3 out. The Blue Jays win the game. Let's go, guys. They won 6-2 the final. Let's go through the scoring, the leaders, and the hits. So Toronto had 6 runs as the final score. Texans had 2. The Toronto Blue Jays had 7 hits. The Texas Rangers had 5 hits. 1 error for the Toronto Blue Jays. 2 for the Texas Rangers. And this game was on April 5th, 2021, Monday. So, Toronto Blue Jays had Marcus Semien, Kevin Biggio, Bo Bichette, Teoscar Hernandez, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was the DH, Tellez, Randall Grichuk, Danny Jansen, Kirk, Jonathan Davis. And the batting was excellent. Then you had Steven Matz making his debut, former Met. He went 6 in 1 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 base on ball, 9 strikeouts, 0 home runs with a 1.42 ERA. Tyler Chatwood, 1 in 1 inning. This is the Blue Jays side, 2 hits, 1 strikeout with a 0.0 ERA. Then you had Tim Meza, 0.1 of an inning. He had 1 strikeout. And then they brought in Rafael Dolis, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts with a 10.13 ERA. And the Jays won the game. Then, on the Texas Rangers side, they had Kiner-Falefa. He's the shortstop. Then, David Dolph, Joey Gallo, Solak, Nate Lowe, Trevino, Brock Holt, E. White. And then Tavares was the pinch hitter. And then Culverson was the third baseman. And then Mike Fultonevich on the mound. He went 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 3 base on balls, 7 strikeouts, and 2 home runs with a 9.00 ERA. And then Cody, he was hitting batters inside and out on the Blue Jays. Whew! Was it a brawl? No, there was no brawls in this game, guys. 2 in 1 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 1 base on ball, 0 strikeouts, 0 home runs with a 10.80 ERA. And then Day Gus came in with 2.2 innings, 1 hit, 0 runs, 0 earned runs, 0 base on balls, 1 strikeout, and 2 home runs. So combined, their whole pitching went 9 innings to Texas Rangers, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned runs, 4 base on balls, 8 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. And for the Blue Jays side, obviously their pitching was 9 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 base on ball, 14 strikeouts. That's a positive, and 0 home runs. So obviously they didn't give up any long ball home runs, and I'm happy about that. That's good as a Blue Jays fan. You love to see that. Now, the batting today for the Blue Jays, they had 31 at-bats, 6 hits, 7. Let's go. 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 RBIs, 4 base on balls, 8 strikeouts, and 17 left on base. They got to clean that up. They still are leaving too many men on base, and that's an issue with the Blue Jays. They got talent in the pitching, and the batting is there. Obviously, the depth chart, we don't know what's going to happen with the starting pitcher quite yet this year. But literally, Tanner Roark, you better be pitching good. Next game, you play these Texas Rangers, because got to clean that up on the offensive side. And if they can do that, they're good. So the Texas Rangers, they had 32 at-bats, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 base on ball, 14 strikeouts, and 14 left on base. Yes, it is only a few games into the season, so I'm not going to harsh on the team quite yet. I'm happy we won, actually. They look good. So far, they got 2 more games against this Texas Rangers team, and can they sweep them? We'll see. Anyways, guys, what a game this was. I'm happy with the team. They look good. They got to keep it up, and the next time they'll be playing is tomorrow, guys, as they play at 8:05 Eastern. Tanner Roark again, Dane Dunning, former Chicago White Sox. So Roark pitched to the highest ERA of his career in 2020, 6.80 ERA. His first season with the Toronto, having spent all the half season in the National League, but you'll force his career starts versus the Rangers, and he is 0-4 with a 3.91 ERA. Dane Dunning is a former White Sox. The Rangers' number 3 ranked prospect per MLB Pipeline will take up the club's other tandem starter role. Dunning debuted for the White Sox last season, posting a 3.97 ERA over 34 innings. He allowed only 2 earned runs, 8 1/3 innings per the spring. So, honestly, looking at that game tomorrow, I hope the Blue Jays can win. Hopefully, they can get some help from Tanner Roark, because if he wants to be in the starting pitching depth chart, he's got to play good. He's had his issues, you all know, with last year what happened. And unfortunately, that was not his year. So maybe this year, 2021, despite, what's going on, everything out there, I still think he's going to have a good outing, because Blue Jays are 3-1 right now. And then Houston, the Texas Rangers, they're out of Houston, obviously, guys. The Texas Rangers are in Arlington, Texas. They're 1-3. So, honestly, please beat the Texas Rangers again. I'd love to see it. Obviously, they did not have Odor. You guys remember the Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers 2015-16 rivalry class. That was in the playoffs. That was crazy. And that's what it felt like tonight again. Obviously, he did not make the team. And that game is in Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas, tomorrow. So I'll be doing a recap on that. And guys, also tomorrow, I will be streaming the Toronto Raptors as they take on the Los Angeles Lakers. That is the next time you guys will see me. And obviously my hockey team, the Vancouver Canucks, they have not been playing. They've got hit with the virus, unfortunately, so no videos coming out of hockey. And the Denver Broncos, they're in the offseason. We're just getting ready for the draft. So anyways, guys, I'm going to do my closing. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the like and the bell for future videos, guys. Go Toronto Blue Jays. Go Toronto Raptors. Go Denver Broncos. And go Vancouver Canucks. Peace, and I hope you all enjoy your night. And I'll see you in my next video. Woo! Let's go.